Hey guys, I know this isn't the way to start off my new channel. I'll make like some sort of channel introductory video soon, but today I'm making a vlog because I'm just fucking angry and I want to like die right now. So here I am venting to you guys because okay, so I got my license last year in February and my birthday is at the end of March. So on my birthday I kissed a girl and I was really hyped about it, and I was like driving and I guess I was going pretty fucking fast because a cop pulled me over, but I thought I was doing the speed limit. So this fuckaroony gives me a ticket on my 21st birthday and he didn't even give a fuck or care, and I'm just like, thanks, you just could have ruined my life actually, and you don't even give a fuck, and you're doing this on my 21st birthday. I literally hate cops because they have the ability to ruin your fucking life. Because what if I have to drive to work, and if I was just gonna plead guilty and pay the ticket even though I wasn't speeding, but no, instead, I found out that if I did that, my license would be suspended. And I was like, well, I can't do that. I have to work. I have to drive. So I postponed the ticket till today. And today came. I tried to postpone the ticket again, but they needed a reason. And they were like, what's your reason? And I was like, I want to. And they're like, okay, but what's the reason? I'm like, that is the reason. I want to postpone it. And they're like, not good enough. Just get over with. And I'm like, well, it's kind of valid. So I wake up very unhappily at 8:30 a.m. today. Meanwhile, if I didn't have to wake up, I could have spent the night hanging out instead of like sleeping. I could have been doing other things, more productive things with my time, making videos. Ooh, look at the ferns real quick. It's mad pretty in here. So I could have been doing things basically with my time other than sleeping. But I wasted my time sleeping because I had to wake up at 8 o'clock to be at the DMV at 8:30 for this fucking ticket hearing. And so I wake up and I really hate getting up, and it was one of those mornings where I was literally just so angry to be awake, and I have a hard time waking up as is, but like forcing myself to wake up, it was so hard to get out of bed this morning because I was just so exhausted from everything going on in my life. And I'm just oh, this is really pretty too. I really like this right here, this tree. I have a really nice picture of it. It's like, I just love bent trees. They're like mad cool. So I'm just so angry. And so I just really didn't want to fucking get up, and I was just so mad that I had to get up, and I was like, it's like one of those things where I can't even. So I get there, and like I thought, the cop doesn't show up because, of course, everything's according to their schedule, and they don't give a single fuck about our schedule. Never mind the fact that I took time out of my day, took off of work for this fucking ticket hearing that you didn't even fucking show up to. I have to work and make a living, and I took time out of my day to come here, and you didn't show up because you're a cop, and you can get away with anything, and you don't even give a fuck. So they're like, oh, we have to postpone this. And I'm like, really now? Really right now? And then they were like, July this. And I was like, no. Because I don't want to fucking do this in July, because July is literally the busiest month for me. July and June are going to be so busy because I'm a dog groomer, and a lot of work is going to be happening, and I'm going to be taking a lot of trips, so I need money, and I need money to live and to take care of my rabbit and to feed myself, and I'm broke as fuck right now. I'm not gonna set aside time to not work for you just so I could go to the ticket hearing that the cop might not even fucking show up to again. And I'm like, no. And they're like, July whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna be away that week. And they're like, July 29th, that's my cousin's birthday. I don't want to have a ticket hearing that day. I want to spend time with my cousin. And they were like, looking like kind of annoyed that I was like not able to do this. And then I was like, can we do it in August? And they were like, how about August 2nd? And I'm like, you know what, fine, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to postpone it and say that I have work because I can't keep taking off work for this bullshit. Like, people lose their jobs if they take off too much. And I'm like, you can't just keep doing this to me. Like, that's not fair. I'm just not going. I'm literally not going. I'm going to postpone it. Like, that's not, and if they're like, oh, like, trying to be like, oh, you have to do this, I'm gonna be like, actually, no, I don't, because I have work, and I can't keep taking off. I need to eat. I need to live. I need to pay my rent. I have things to do. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking waste my time for a cop that's not even gonna fucking show up, probably. Like, what the actual fuck? I'll pay the $40 to postpone it. Also, why the fuck does he get to postpone my ticket and I have to pay $40 to postpone it? What the fuck? This is so unfair, and I really hate cops. Sorry, I was just checking it was still recording. But also, look at that tree. That fallen tree is mad pretty. Oof, I love that. All the roots, as gorgeous. I can't, what the fuck? Why do cops, why is America like this? This is why I hate cops. People are like, try to defend cops, and I'm like, why are you trying to defend them? They're literally assholes to everybody. Like, they're not nice to anybody. And they're even worse if you're black. Like, they just kill you in the street if you're black, and they get away with it. And they literally just murder people and get away with it because they're cops. And there's literally no repercussions. And people are like, oh, what do you, like, it's always white people trying to defend cops. And I'm like, why? Cops are not even nice to you. They're not nice to anybody. Like, I don't understand why you like them, because, oh, they're meant to protect and serve. Yeah, that's what they're meant to do. But people given that much power unchecked, and it goes to their head, and most cops are assholes. Yeah, there are good cops, but the bad are outweighing the good right now, and we're trying to point that out and make that known, so that way there can actually be repercussions for those cops that do the fucked up shit. And there are no repercussions for them right now, because they're literally just getting away with murder. I don't know if y'all heard about the fucking, oh my god, my uncle puts on this thing on the news, and I'm watching, and there's a black guy driving a car, and he has like 3 other people in the car, 3 or 4 other people with him. So mind you, this is a vehicle with 5 people in it, about 4 to 5 people, and there are cops like yelling at this man, and then he's literally going 2 miles an hour, like he wasn't moving, and then he backed up 2 miles, like he backed up like an inch or 2. He wasn't going anywhere, and 20 rounds were fired into a car with 4 to 5 people, and the man was killed. And they found no weapon on him, and they were like, oh, he was trying to hurt the officer. He was not trying to hurt the officer. He was not trying. There was no way he could have even hurt that officer, even if the officer did touch the car at all, which he didn't. Even if the car bumped him, there was no way it would have hurt this man. And look at this cute little bridge, and look at that little water. It's so pretty. That's why I'm in here, because it's peaceful, and I like that. That's so nice right there. That's beautiful. I really can't, because, like, what makes you think that it's okay? Like, what makes you think that cops are okay when they literally can fire 20 rounds into a car? And somebody was talking about it, and they're like, oh, well, what do you think of this? And he's like, well, no matter what evidence is presented to us, nothing is going to change the amount of rounds that went into that car. If that man was non-threatening, like, they thought he was threatening, clearly, to shoot, but why did they think he was threatening? Because he was black. Because they're racist, and cops are racist, and that's why I'm gonna go the other way. There are people that way. And people are like, oh, racism doesn't exist, but it does. It's literally in front of you, and you just want to ignore it. You want to, like, make excuses and be like, but we don't know the whole situation. And actually, that doesn't even matter, because what makes a white person shoot 20 rounds into a car with like 5 people, and how come it's always black people that are being killed by cops, like, and just nobody cares? Like, why? Because the mass shooters that are white, they come out unharmed somehow. Meanwhile, they're literally killing people, and it's like, so why didn't you shoot them? Why did you literally saw somebody shooting and you didn't shoot them, but you shoot people that you're suspected of having a gun, but you didn't shoot the white person who literally just killed like 10 people in front of you. I'm sorry, but there's really no argument for that. There isn't. That's literally just racism. You're just racist. And if you're trying to defend cops and be like, oh, maybe he was, you know, black people do crimes a lot, and I'm like, yeah, like, black people commit 90% of petty crimes because that's literally not even a thing that happens. Like, everybody commits crime. Black people get caught more often because people are always suspicious of them. So every time a black person commits a petty crime, they're going to try to arrest them for it because racism. Like, get fucking woke already. I'm tired of this shit. I'm so fucking tired of living in a country where cops can just kill people because of the way they look. I'm so tired of living in a country where white men rule this goddamn planet. I'm so fucking sick of it. And it's just like, I'm mad about all of this. And it's like, I'm mad about my hearing, of course. But it's like, that just makes me spiral into like, why do cops just think they can do whatever the fuck they want? It goes on his schedule, not mine. And I'm like, how dare you? What makes your schedule more important than mine? Because you're a fucking cop? Go fuck yourself. I hate cops. I'm so angry. Thank you for letting me vent to you. And if you think that racism isn't real, especially in fucking America, get the fuck off of my page. Don't even fucking talk to me, because you're fucking wrong. It's in your face. You cannot deny the actual fucking proof. Like, people are racist, and people say to me, I'm racist. They say I hate black people, or, oh, black people are this or that. And literally my mom was like, immigrants, they're assholes. And I'm like, no, they're not. And she's like, she was talking about Russians, but still, I'm like, not all immigrants are fucking assholes. Just because you met like one immigrant that was an asshole doesn't mean that all immigrants, what? Also, that's why I hate when people are like, not all men. I'm like, I know not all men. I'm saying most men. I'm talking about the men that do the thing that I'm talking about. You don't have to defend, like, you don't have to defend yourself if you're a nice man. You might be a nice guy, but am I talking about you? I'm talking about the men who have made me uncomfortable, you know? Like, I'm just going off right here, pretty much, but I'm sorry. I just hate the not all men argument because it's literally so dumb. It's like you're literally just stating a fact that I already know. Like, it's not an argument. You're just saying something that everybody knows. If I go, oh, men are disgusting, they're going to be like, not all men. And I'm like, do you really think I genuinely think all men are disgusting? Like, every single man that I meet is disgusting? No, I'm talking about the ones that I do meet that are disgusting. The majority of men that I interact with are disgusting. But do I choose to interact with them? No, I choose to avoid them and find the men that I don't like. The not all men. I'm kidding. And those men, they aren't insecure. And they're not like, not all men. They're like, yeah, men are fucking gross. I'm not. And you know what? They don't even need to say I'm not. Because if you're not gross, you don't have to defend it. You just gotta be not gross. Like, that's literally all it takes, is to be a decent human being. And that's it. Just respect people. Everybody. If I don't want to be touched, don't touch me. Don't touch people without asking. Like, don't make people uncomfortable. Don't, you know, if somebody says they're uncomfortable, stop making them uncomfortable. Like, just respect people's boundaries and space. And fuck cops. I'm done, because if you keep going, I won't stop. Peace.